Have you ever wondered what really matters when someone thinks you're broke? This is one of those stories, an eye-opening test of true intentions, where a man's poverty leads to rejection, only for the truth to flip everything on its head. It all began on a warm spring evening in Los Angeles. The city's lights twinkled like stars fallen to earth, and the skyline gleamed behind trendy rooftop bars and bustling lounges. Among those sleek venues was Verve Lounge, favored by influencers, aspiring models, and ambitious dreamers. And that night, it played host to Alex Hunter. Alex carried himself with casual confidence. Designer jeans, a crisp white shirt, and sneakers so clean they looked brand new. He greeted the hostess with a warm smile and asked for a table for one, though in reality, he'd planned this solo outing as part of an elaborate experiment. You see, Alex wasn't just any young man enjoying a night out. He was the self-made millionaire CEO of Silverwood Technologies, a cutting-edge AI startup valued at over $80 million. But to test the authenticity of those around him, especially his friend Emma, he had concocted a different persona. Alex Harris, a junior marketing associate battling student loans and credit card debt. Emma Clark, a fellow Verve regular, had always flirted with Alex. She laughed at his jokes, teased him about karaoke nights, and hinted at more. Yet when he suggested grabbing dinner together as friends, she insisted on keeping him in the friend zone, explaining she wasn't interested in anything serious. He'd asked her out to Verve a week earlier, but when she learned his rent was late and that he might have to sleep on a friend's couch, she'd politely declined. "You're fun, Alex, but I can't date someone who's struggling financially." That evening, seated at a corner table sipping a modest glass of house red, Alex watched Emma glide in with two of her friends. She spotted him, waved, then paused when she remembered his dire money woes. She offered a sympathetic nod from across the room but chose a seat 3 tables away. He raised his eyebrows, feigned disappointment, then turned back to his wine, acting the part of the overlooked, cash-strapped gent to perfection. Emma's friend Mia leaned over. "Isn't that Alex? I thought he owed rent. Why did you blow him off?" Emma shrugged, checking her reflection in the glass. "It's nothing personal. I just don't date guys who can't even cover their own tab." Mia rolled her eyes. "Girl, you're missing out on a great guy." Emma laughed it off. "Whatever. He's cute, but friend material only." Meanwhile, Alex smiled inwardly. "He waited for you to like the video and subscribe to our channel." Just kidding. Or am I? But seriously, if you've ever been friend-zoned, hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds and it helps us a ton. Now back to the story. A half hour passed. Emma noticed Alex still alone, his wine long finished. With a shrug, she excused herself from her friends. She crossed over, offering a tentative smile. "Hey, Alex. Sorry I couldn't join you." He looked up, eyes warm. "No worries. I was enjoying the quiet." Emma sank into the seat opposite him. "I heard you got laid off? Your startup didn't survive?" Alex paused, maintaining his act. "Yeah, tough market. But hey, I'm resourceful." Emma patted his hand. "Well, if you need a couch, you know where to find me. Just as friends, of course." He forced a laugh. "Of course." That was that. Emma returned to her entourage and Alex left shortly after, head held high. He flagged a rideshare, and beneath his calm exterior, felt a pang of satisfaction. The experiment was working. Emma's priorities were clear. Over the next week, Alex continued his low-key routine. Coffee in hand, visits to borrowed co-working spaces, chats with industry peers at budget cafes. He maintained his faux struggle on social media, posting about pivoting career paths and balling on a budget. Friends reached out with job leads. Emma offered moral support from afar, but never once invited him on a proper date. Then came Friday afternoon when everything changed. Emma scrolled through Instagram and paused on a sponsored post. Silverwood Technologies, the AI firm revolutionizing smart home integration, had just closed a $20 million Series B round. She tapped the link, then gasped at the photo of smiling founder Alexander J. Hunter, the very face she'd friend-zoned at Verve. Her stomach dropped. "Wait, that's him?" she whispered. He's worth millions?" Her friends crowded around. "Girl, you friend-zoned a millionaire." They laughed, sharing the post in disbelief. Emma's cheeks flushed. Regret washed over her. A dizzying mix of pride and humiliation set in. She messaged Alex immediately. Oh my God, I just saw the news. Is it true? You're rich? The reply came swiftly. Yep, that was me at Verve. Surprised? Emma stared at her screen. Before she could craft an apology, the chat dinged again. Actually, I'm out with someone right now. Nice meeting you, Emma. She looked back at the screen and saw the name Maria Chen, Alex's COO and childhood friend. In the attached photo, the two laughed over dinner at a Michelin-rated restaurant, glasses of champagne in hand. Her heart raced. She'd lost her chance. Speaking of chance, if you're still with us, why not take the chance to subscribe? We've got more unbelievable stories every week. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a twist. Back to Emma's shock, she stared at her phone, wishing she'd seen beyond her misguided criteria. She called Alex, but his voicemail answered, "Hi, you've reached Alex. I'm busy making real memories. Leave a message." Tears threatened, but she swallowed hard. This is exactly what you deserve, Emma, she thought, recognizing the lesson too late. That night, Emma couldn't sleep. Her mind replayed every moment at Verve Lounge, his gentle smile, the way he'd quietly held his dignity, her own cold refusal. By morning, guilt had turned to desperation. She scrolled through Alex's feed, searching for any opening, an opportunity to explain, to apologize, to reclaim what she'd thrown away. She texted again, "Alex, please, can we meet? I owe you an explanation." Hours passed without reply. In her restlessness, she RSVP'd to a public charity gala that Alex and Maria were hosting, figuring it was her only shot. Under a starlit tent, crystal chandeliers glittered over tables of philanthropic luminaries. When Emma arrived, she found Alex at the podium, vowing scholarship funds for underprivileged students. His voice rang strong, confident, and compassionate. As the applause died, Emma approached, heart pounding. "Alex, please let me speak." But before she could finish, Alex lifted a hand. His eyes, once warm, now held steel. "Emma," he said softly but firmly, "I appreciate your message, but I believe some lessons are best learned in the silence of missed chances." He offered a polite nod to Maria, and together they turned away. Emma felt the room spin. The crowd buzzed around her with congratulations and chatter, oblivious to her heartbreak. In that moment, she realized the depth of her mistake. She hadn't just lost a millionaire. She'd lost the chance for something real. Determined, she stayed for the rest of the event, watching Alex and Maria work side by side, their partnership unshakable. Proof that true drama lies not in wealth exposed, but in authenticity rewarded. Have you ever misjudged someone? Drop your story in the comments. No judgment here, only honest conversations. And tell us, would you forgive a friend who'd friend-zoned a millionaire? Or would you walk away knowing they'd missed their shot? As for Alex and Maria, their journey had only just begun. Together they continued to innovate, investing not just in technology but in people. Proof that true wealth lies in trust, loyalty, and shared dreams. What would you have done if you were Alex? Let us know below, and don't sugarcoat it. We want to hear your real thoughts.